Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It is July 27th. We are live. And just to prove it to you, I've got Wednesday, July 27th right there on my screen. We're 100% live. This is not a recording or a simulation. We've got another awesome guest. And if you're newer to our community, every single day, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern, we go live with a brand new person. Well, sometimes people come back on a second or third time, but usually it's a brand new person who's found some success online through one of our core four business models, whether that's affiliate marketing, selling their own courses, coaching and consulting, or events and masterminds. And today we've got somebody from over in the UK, and she just said it was 3 p.m. over there. Let's bring on, and if you all can help me welcome on with a big hand clap emoji, Kate, what's up?
Hi, you're okay.
Hello. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm doing well. Thanks for coming on the show. We did not talk previously to this, so I've never met you. And tell me and tell the rest of everybody who's here live with us, tell us a little bit about your journey and how did you find Legendary and yeah, how'd you come online?
So like most people, I was literally just scrolling through TikTok. I was looking for a way to make money online though, because I was just sick of like living paycheck to paycheck. I looked at drop shipping, but I was a bit like umming and ahhing about it. And then I was on TikTok, found a video about Legendary, watched the video, and then just went straight for it. I was just like, thought this was it.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. So you didn't actually do the other stuff. You just kind of looked around at it and then you actually dove in with Legendary.
Yeah, so I did look at some drop shipping courses and I did speak to some like people who were offering me like a drop shipping course for like £10,000, I think it was. And I was a bit like, they were very like pushy and stuff. I didn't really like the way they approached it. And then I just found Legendary and was like, this is better.
Cool. That's awesome.
I think you've frozen.
Oh, are we back?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. I got a little warning on my screen that said my internet connection jumped out. So sorry about that.
It's all
I
right.
was just I was just saying, had you ever done anything? Well, you hadn't done anything like that before. So when you jumped into the challenge, what did you think? What was your initial sort of like response once you started to get in the training?
I was like, it blew my mind to be honest, because you don't realize that it's actually all around you. So when I started learning about it, I was like, it made me
Mm,
about everything like really differently. I was like, oh, so that's what those emails are about. And it just made me like, I was like, wow, I didn't even know that. But yeah, I was really into it. So I was just like, I just wanted to go, go, go.
that's cool. It is funny how it's like sort of sometimes people here. I don't know if they make this comparison in the UK, but sometimes here people will make this comparison where they say, um, I didn't really notice that there were so many of this type of vehicle out on the road until I bought that vehicle, or I was considering like purchasing a Jeep or something, and now I see Jeeps everywhere. It's kind of the same thing. You're going through the challenge and you're like, whoa, like all
Yeah.
of these people on TikTok and all these people on like Instagram and stuff, I didn't know that they were like getting referral money as an affiliate or as a referral partner. You start to see it everywhere. I agree. Um, did you have any, because now you've got some social media accounts set up and, you're rocking and rolling with content and stuff. Did you have any, like previous experience like creating content, or how did that go? Was that weird for you? Did you find it fun?
Well, at first I was really nervous about it. I didn't really have like, well, I had social media, but I never posted on it. But yeah, so at first it was like really weird, and I didn't like it at first, but then I sort of got used to it, and like, I prefer like not talking on the videos. So then
Hmm.
I just sort of found like the way that I like to do it, and now I actually enjoy it, which is good.
Yeah, you got to figure out what works for you. And it's funny because this girl that spoke at one of our masterminds, um, she her headline or her title for her presentation was something like man, what was it? It was like my journey to six figures without on TikTok without even talking, or something like that. Um, and it is so funny because 99.9% of her videos, she's got a lot of videos. She's got like, I don't know. I don't remember if it was 20 million or 200. I think it's 200 million views on her videos. And man, like barely any of them she's talking. Isn't that
Yeah,
crazy?
it is. And like, I think I'll make a video and put time into it, and it won't do that well. And then you literally just make a video like in a spare few minutes, post it, and it like takes off. And it's like, it's really weird. The ones that I always think are going to do usually don't do as well as the ones that I think aren't going to do well.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Man, that's crazy. So you're on TikTok. You're where are you on other platforms too? What other platforms are you on?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts, but
Wow.
um, I'm mainly on Facebook and TikTok. The other ones I haven't really figured out that well yet. I need to look more into Pinterest and stuff. I'm just sort of repurposing my content onto there while I'm posting it anyway.
Sure. Just getting in the habit of posting on
Yeah.
there, but you're just repurposing it. Yeah. Are you mostly posting on TikTok and then taking that one piece of content and using it elsewhere?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm pretty much just doing it all on TikTok and then repurposing it by taking the watermark off.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. What's we're doing this whole Facebook Reels challenge. What's your experience on Facebook been like?
It was really weird actually. So TikTok started to annoy me a bit because it kept taking down all my videos that did the best, and then it would like block my account for like a week. So then there was this one time it blocked me for like a week. So I was like, right, I'm gonna take all my old content and just like put it onto Facebook.
Mhm.
Um, and then one day I literally had like 50 followers, and then the next day it was like 500, and then all of a sudden it just literally exploded, and I think I grew it to like 15,000 in literally like 3 days. It was crazy. My phone was just like, I was like, on.
You're like digging through your settings. How do I turn these notifications off?
I was literally like, oh my days, what is happening? Like it was weird, but
Yeah.
obviously good.
Yeah, obviously good. Um, do you find so now with your TikTok back, I'm assuming you've got that back.
Yeah.
Um, so now you're creating all your content, you're repurposing it. Is your Facebook still growing? Are other channels growing, or is it still mostly just those two, TikTok and Facebook?
Mostly Facebook actually. My TikTok seems to be
Hmm.
growing slowly.
Yeah,
But I don't really mind that. But Facebook's still growing like pretty fast.
fast.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah, yeah. I think yeah, we've been seeing some crazy growth on Facebook Reels recently. I wanted to one thing that's really interesting. I'm glad to hear that you're repurposing your content across multiple different platforms because there's this there's this sort of cycle that happens online right now, or has been happening online over the last few um, I guess over the last few years, really. TikTok kind of took over in 2020, and then Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all of these other platforms started to try to copy them, basically. And so um, they started these short form video content. Uh, I don't know, like a little segment of their platform, right? And it's interesting because if you think about like YouTube Shorts, for instance, right? Like YouTube, their whole entire platform is built and based around more long form content. Like a video, you sit down and you watch it. It's like I watch instructional videos, I watch music videos, and so they're trying to sort of fit this square peg in a round hole, and it's YouTube Shorts hasn't really taken off quite yet in the way that like Facebook Reels has, or in the way that TikTok has. TikTok took off because their algorithms built really well, but also they got the interface right, and the whole idea was around short form content. It's what people go there for. So now Facebook recently, I mean, they're currently, Facebook and Instagram are doing, I mean, they're pulling out all the stops. Yesterday or the day before or something, Instagram revealed that every video you upload to Instagram is now going to be a reel. That's just the only video you can create on Instagram is a reel. Facebook's adjusting their platform to have short form video content. It just seems like it would be good if everyone realized that there's these big, huge tech giants who are fighting for you. It's like all of us digital marketers are like the pretty girl in high school, and all of these social media giants are just like fighting for our attention. Like, how could we possibly get you to create content on our platform? Which is a really unique opportunity, and it's amazing that you're taking advantage of that right now. So how many followers do you have on Facebook right now?
I think it's around 19,800. It was around
Wow.
that when I
That's crazy. And that's more than you've had on any of your other platforms, right?
yeah. When I started posting the reels, that's when everything sort of like changed. TikTok was just it was annoying me.
Yeah. Well, you know what's going to happen eventually, right? So the words you just said right there, TikTok started annoying me a little bit. I've heard a lot of content creators say that. So what's going to happen is Facebook, they're desperate, right? I mean, here, for instance, let me show you this real quick. Let me prove it to you. Facebook is a publicly traded company, right? So on the stock exchange, I think it's called Meta. But if you look at, can I just show you something for the past year? This is their stock. Their stock is down 55% on the year. And if you look at it from a 5 years perspective, look at that drop off right here. It's their stock is not doing well at all, right? So what does a company in a capitalistic economy do with that? They start strategizing. How do we get people on our platform and get them to stay? And what they're doing is they're trying to compete with TikTok, who's ripped all of their viewership off their platform because people like TikTok better. And so when somebody like you, who's a creator who's valuable to them, says TikTok's starting to annoy me, Facebook is like, yes, perfect. They're scheming behind, in some little office in California, like, perfect, great. TikTok is kicking people off and blocking them and, all this stuff. And it's only a matter of time before TikTok realizes and starts to hear that. The murmurings have been happening for a while. And I bet you eventually that those blocks and 3-day bans and your videos going down, I bet you those stop happening. I don't know how soon. It's hard to, I don't have a crystal ball, but eventually Facebook and what they're doing, it's working. And they're going to start pulling more content creators over. And then people are going to get to the point someday. The normal user, not people in our community, but the normal user or content creator, they're going to stop creating on TikTok. They're just going to stop opening the app. They're just be like, whatever, screw it. I'm just going to create it on Facebook because I've been making videos on TikTok for 5 months and it just seems like they're never going to get there. And the moment that starts to happen, that's where TikTok jumps back into the cycle and they do something big. And then boom, all the video views are back. The growth is huge again on TikTok. And it just happens over and over and over again. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, definitely.
And that's why we teach people to be omnipresent and be posting like you are on all of those different platforms, because as soon as that happens, whoever is posting on it at that time will reap the benefits the most. They'll get the most amount of time and the most amount of viewership and all of that. So anyway, that there ends my rant for the day. But yeah, I mean, I sometimes I hesitate on these calls or on these Wake Up Legendary shows just to say, even to say that there's a hot platform. Like I hesitate to say that because it makes people feel like that's the place I need to be. But the truth is, you should just be everywhere all the time. And the platform, you let the platforms fight it out against each other and get your attention that way. So, when you're creating content, do you have a strategy? Do you have like I'm going to try to post X amount of times per day or anything?
I try to post like at least 3 times a day. I sort of like I stopped perfecting my videos because, as I was saying before, I found that like it doesn't really make sense which ones take off anyway. So I just sort of like post as much as I can, and then I don't really have a strategy. Like I'll scroll through TikTok and save videos if I think it's like a cool idea or something, or like save sound. And then when I've got a free moment, I'll just like go back through my saved videos, and then just sort of work through them and put my own spin on it.
Super smart. Super smart. And that's a really good gold nugget for people who are watching, who are newer, who are like, man, I don't know where to start with creating these videos. Like doing a quick scroll, or even like for instance, here, let me open this real quick. I'm going to open my TikTok app and show you guys something. Even if you were to, I just typed in dog training. So like if you wanted to get into dog training, you could type that in as a search and then just go to hashtags. And then like you could do like dog training tips, and then literally just
get your dog to respond like this when the doorbell rings.
Literally just start with the first video and just start scrolling.
Teaching loose leash walking may be
and you're like, oh my gosh,
Is this how you do it?
what a great video. I could make that one and hit the save and save it in there. That way you don't have to scroll 80 videos, on your For You page from videos that are in all these different niches. You could just search and get into a hashtag, and then your algorithm will start to pick up on that more too, and you'll start to see more of those videos too.
Yeah, because it's really easy to just end up in a scroll hole as well. When you just scroll and end up scrolling for ages. But
I have not heard of a scroll hole before. That is incredible. I love that. That's amazing. Well, cool. Have you in all of your followership too? I mean, I know that you're making money, which is awesome. Are you generating? What's your average day of leads like? How many leads do you generate in a day?
I'd probably say between like 30 and 50 usually at the moment. Yeah, sometimes it can be like a bit less, but usually between like 30. I think it's mostly Facebook though. Like ever since my Facebook started blowing up, like I've just been getting loads of leads and stuff.
That's super cool. And you've got an autoresponder where automated emails are going out to them. Do you type emails to people?
At the moment, I've just got like one email campaign which goes out. I do need to look more at my emails though. That is something that I want to look more into. Actually converting from when they become a lead to converting them to a sale through the email chain. Because I think I could definitely do more emails.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. In fact, the guy who is helping us with this Facebook Reels challenge, he almost quit. Like he kind of quit for a little bit last year, and meaning his business. And he started to just kind of re-engage. And the first thing he did, or one of the first things he did, was he just started emailing his list again. And he started to really pay attention to that. And the funny thing I think about like our industry and this industry is people really discount just how valuable a lead is. Like sometimes we enter our email address into so many different things and we stop listening to people. That's just like, okay, like this person doesn't even really care. But the truth is they do really care, and they are really interested. And if you think about, for instance, something as simple as like our challenge. Like I'm guessing the day that you purchased our challenge, you were like pumped. Like, I'm so excited to start this. I am like desperate to learn this. I'll do anything. I'll open every email, right? It's like that's what a lead is like. They're pumped, they're excited, they're happy, they're, all of that stuff. So yeah, I mean, if you're generating 30 leads a day, you can easily go on there and and what's cool is you can write out a campaign that goes out once a day or every other day for, I mean, I know people who have them set up for like 500 emails, which is crazy. But as you start to think, oh my gosh, okay, how am I going to monetize this list and make sure that I'm, squeezing every drop of juice out of every lead that I have, and putting good stuff in front of them. Well, you can start to write emails that are, hey, thanks for subscribing. Just wanted to drop you a personal note and say hi and let you know, if you ever need anything, I'm here. And little things like that as an affiliate, or if you're selling your own course, you're a coach or something. You can start to find ways to fill emails that are maybe not just hard selling something, but are more relational, and you can start to build goodwill into your list and stuff like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely need to look at my emails. Because then it's just they keep seeing your name as well, and they're like, every time they sort of forget, it's like, oh, she's here again.
Well, it's that, and for some people, they want to buy from somebody, and the more you see somebody's name, the more you're like, okay, this wasn't a random one-off thing. Like, Kate's actually going after it, like Kate's consistent and reliable. And it's half the reason that like Legendary is, I don't know about half, but it's a big reason that we're successful here at Legendary still, is that we're just still here. Like a lot of people will cause a big ruckus with a big launch, and they'll sell $1 million with their course or whatever, and then it's just like, what happened to you? Where'd you go? you know, and they might still offer a little support, but it's like the energy's gone, the fire is gone. Um, and we've made it our goal just to stick around, just stick around, just be around. And eventually there's breakthroughs and there's little wins that add up to being really big. And I'd encourage, you and everybody who's here to dive into, the idea of sticking around and learning one new thing slowly and implementing it, and learn another thing and implement it. And as you build and stack things on top of it, things will grow. But I don't need to tell you that you've found some really big success. I mean, you obviously know this, you're crushing it. So what's the plan for the future? Tell us a little bit about what you're excited about. And you're generating lots of leads every day. You're creating really valuable content. Not everybody who creates content generates 30 leads a day, so you're doing a good job. What's the future look like?
I think I really want to sort my email list out, and then I want to look into the other platforms more. Like I've heard people making like really good success on Pinterest, but I just don't really know how to use it. I've just sort of been repurposing onto there, so I want to look at those and just keep growing really.
Yeah. Cool. I think I like what you said there, which is like, I don't know if you said it, but you were sort of implying it, that I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing and I'm going to add more things. Because here's the dangerous part. Let me give you a just like a final word of advice, if that's okay. The dangerous part about where you're at is things are moving. 20,000 plus followers between your couple platforms. You're over 20,000 followers, making money, generating leads. Things are great. And usually what happens around this time is distractions. And I would just encourage you to to look at everything that you've done so far that has worked, and even like write it down and say, I have to keep doing this. This has been shown to work, right? The business has to run on revenue. So I need to keep doing the things that are working. And then outside of that, take the extra time, the extra energy that you have, devote it to Pinterest, devote it to Instagram Reels, devote it to actually like sort of investigate. I like that you're gonna investigate the platform and figure out, how do I actually curate content to it rather than just repurposing it, even though that repurpose thing was kind of for this other platform and it might not do as well on Pinterest. So I'm doing the act of it, but how can I really curate it to the platform? That's super smart. That's really, really savvy. That's kind of the next layer of being omnipresent, which is, yes, I'm repurposing the content, but maybe I'm repurposing the idea, and I'm doing a bit more creation of it organically on each platform, which is super smart. You'll have a lot of success with that. Well, cool. Kate, where can people find you?
Mostly on Facebook and TikTok as well.
Okay, cool. Is this the right handle for that?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Well, go find Kate, everyone, on TikTok. Give Kate a follow and like her videos. Let her know, hey, I saw you on Wake Up Legendary. Thought it was cool. Just say hello, and maybe your TikTok will take off again after you get some love from the show. We'll see.
Hopefully.
But it's still growing. And, we've talked a lot about on this show, we've had a lot of people on, and we've talked a lot about how, some of that slow growth is really good. And a lot of people have gotten a lot of, they've just seen a lot of success from some of the slower growth, the methodical day after day. They've gotten organic, a couple hundred every single week or so. And, yeah, don't sleep on that, because that can be really beneficial too. So, Kate, thanks for coming on. We'd love to have you back on the show in a couple months if you want to come back on.
Yeah, definitely. And thank you for having me.
Cool. Of course. Anytime. See ya.
See you.
All right, guys. You can see her TikTok is right here on the screen. Financial Freedom Kate. You can follow her and go like her videos, get ideas for your videos, see what she's up to. Financial Freedom Kate. And we are doing, as many of you know, a 5-day Facebook Reels challenge. Now, we stick around. Don't leave quite yet. Stick around. We are doing a special bonus today at, I believe, 4 p.m. Eastern. But I'm waiting for a confirmation message from somebody to tell me that I'm right. Yeah, it's 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay, thank you, Joanne. All right, let me just save this banner here and boom. So as a special free bonus to the Facebook Reels Challenge, we are going to go live inside the Facebook group for a Q&A with Josh at 4 p.m. Eastern today. This was not planned. It was unannounced, but it is happening at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. A little bit later today in a few hours. So 4 p.m. Eastern, if you're not in our Facebook group already, join our Facebook group. That's where the Facebook Reels Challenge is happening. And we'll be live with Josh at 4 p.m. Eastern time today for a little Q&A session if you've got questions about content creation and creating videos. Boom. There you go. 4 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday, July 27th, we'll be live. That's a wrap. Yes, in the general Legendary group. That's correct. It is not too late to join the challenge. It's a 5-day Reels challenge. Go into the Facebook group. It's called Legendary Marketer. There's 51,000 or so members. You can go right into there. Get started on day one of the challenge. You can complete it and dive into the challenge right now, even if you didn't start on Monday. We'll be back here tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, same time, same place. Thursday, it'll be Thursday, July 28th. We'll be back here live. Dave will be here, and another guest, another episode of Wake Up Legendary. Peace out, everybody. See ya.